Class, attention!
Teamwork, motivation, dedication, perspiration. We can make it happen, sir.
Class, how can we make it happen?
Sir, we can make it happen through courage, commitment, perseverance, and integrity, sir.
Take.
Thank you, Sarge. Good afternoon. My name is Captain Cook. I'm over the training department. I want to welcome you to the graduation today. I'd like to introduce our panel up front. We got Assistant Warden Horsley, Lieutenant Atkins, Sergeant Norwood, Sergeant Terrell, Officer Rodriguez, Officer Osborne. These are my training staff and our hierarchy of the charter training. Before we get started, I just kind of want to talk to the class informally. Once again, I've told you over and over again, I'm proud of y'all. This is one of the smallest classes we have graduated. And I figured out of 14 or 15 that we started with, we went down to 13, that we wouldn't have any issues and we could have a nice, wonderful 6 weeks. But that wasn't the case, was it, class?
No, sir.
Exactly. So, with that said, we had some bumps in the road, but I need to recognize some folks. Platoon leader, stand up. Fire platoon leader, stand up. There you go. Squad leader, stand up. Any fire squad leaders, stand up. There you go. Excellent. Anyways, class, please, family, friends, y'all give them a hand. Once again, we can, with the class size and the Sarge and COs running in and out of the classroom, we kind of lean on them to take order in that classroom. But I need to say another thing, Vernon College, wonderful facilities. Thank you again to Mike Hopper for mixing schedules around, letting us use his range, use the DT room in our classrooms on that side of it. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. At this time, we would like to introduce our class spokesman. The class has got together and decided who they wanted to speak for the class. Ms. Hancock, will you please come forward?
Good afternoon. We would all like to welcome all of our family members, friends, distinguished guests, and TDCJ staff to the All Red Pre-Service graduating class from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. When we all first met, we were strangers. Through our course of our training, we grew together as friends and colleagues. Today, we are brothers and sisters, ready to face the unit in unity, to protect one another and our superiors. Every one of us had our own challenges, obstacles, and personal struggles the past 6 weeks, but we did not face them alone. These officers before you were there to lend a helping hand. Our officers, lieutenants, sergeants, and our captain were there keeping us motivated every step of the way. Before we put on these uniforms every day, we have to understand what we are walking into and realize we are not alone. We have been trained by the best to prepare for the worst. We have learned defensive tactics to buy us time, if not save our lives. We learned discipline 3 weeks in, and I promise you, we won't forget it. We have learned more in 6 weeks than we have in years. We learned to trust those next to us in grade. I am beyond thankful to be graduating with this class of phenomenal officers. We are the definition of teamwork, motivation, and dedication. We quickly realized how potent the OC and CS gas is, and all of us now highly respect its use and its purpose. We would like to thank our instructors for such a wonderful exposure. All of us would like to thank the wardens for being here today, and we promise to practice the core values we have learned while performing our job duties. Training staff, thank you for pushing us to the 6 inches in chemical agents. We would not be graduating today without the commitment from ourselves and our training staff. In closing, we would like to thank our family members and friends for for the support and respect to further our career and success in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice System at the GHB All-Red Unit. Thank you.
This award is named after and honored the late Dr. George Beadle. He was a clergyman, an educator, and a correctional administrator who was instrumental in developing the Criminal Justice Center in Huntsville, Texas. This award is presented to honor the academic achievement in pre-service training. Throughout the course of their training, these students must have taken a total of 3 tests with a possible accumulative score of 300 points. The officer given the Beadle Award from this class had a total of 282 points. This is quite an achievement. It is my pleasure to recognize Cadet Malcolm.
Hello everyone, the next award I'd like to present is the Spirit of the Corps Award. A common spirit of camaraderie, enthusiasm, and devotion to a cause among the members of a group, a feeling of pride, fellowship, and a common loyalty shared by the members of a particular group. The spirit of and loyalty to one's group, a common spirit existing in the members of a group and inspiring enthusiasm, devotion, and a strong regard for the honor of the group. And this is the spirit you have brought to your class. Cadet Lambert, will you please stand up?
And again, I apologize to the class. Lieutenant Perez is unforeseen. He couldn't make it this afternoon, so your guest speaker's got to be me. You know, I just love to talk and talk to y'all, so just be patient with me. Again, I don't have anything fancy to say to the class because they heard me talk for months and years and years and years and talk. But I do want to talk to the family. They are walking into a career that most people won't do or just can't do. And again, I see some people out there in the audience that I do personally know, and I'm going to point out a few that's been and done the walk. And it's hard to understand what they go through for 14 hours a day. Even though we work a 12-hour shift, it's really 14. They have a 30-minute break. They're dealing with convicted felons that have a mindset of getting away with everything they can. We have a class called Con Games, and they're trying to defend that, and they put a wall up. So when they come home at the evenings or in the mornings, whenever they get off shift, and they really don't want to talk to you, don't be mad for a little bit, all right? Just put your arm around and say, I love you, honey, and go on to bed, or go take your clothes off and we'll be fine. Get that OC off of you, you smell funny, or anything like that. But on those 4 days off, or those 3 days off, because we have mandatory overtime right now, on those 3 days off, let them vent a little bit. Let them vent and let it get it out. We tell them not to take the job home, but be realistically, you're in a place for 14 hours in a confined space, you're going to take some of that job home. Same thing in the family life. You're going to take family problems inside the penitentiary. But what I'm trying to get at is be supportive, be loving, let them vent. Even though you don't understand what they're saying, just shake your head, yes, it's all right, and be there for them. Class, say it again. I'm proud of y'all. We had our issues, we had our bumps, but we've grown from it. And I'm glad we had them early. Now, you're stepping into a career, you're stepping into a profession, you're stepping into a livelihood that we depend on each other. With that said, remember what you were taught by these sergeants, these COs, lieutenant, the wardens. Remember that when you're walking those streets, and when you're walking those hallways, when you're walking up and down on runs. Remember what we taught you, okay? You're going to create some bad habits, and And believe me, and being lieutenant will correct you on that, you're gonna create some bad habits down the line, but hopefully one day, you're gonna have these sergeant's bars and these lieutenant stripes and everything else on you. And hopefully you're taking Warden Horse's positions and you're running TDCJ, you're running one of the best ran units in the state of Texas, the All-Red unit, one day. So, with that said, I'm proud of everyone, what y'all done. Continue to learn, and welcome to the family.
Olapimi and Darrow. Evan Browning. Pamela Clayton. Lance Givens. Teddy Hancock. Joshua Jackson. Jason Lambert. Jacob Malcolm. Julie McCrae. And Bob Horace. Dustin Schellenberger. Mitchell Spruill. Ashley Wish.
At this time, it is now for us to recite our correctional professional oath. Class, will you please stand? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. I will faithfully. Execute the duties. Of a correctional professional. Of the great state of Texas. Through courage. I will provide public safety. Through commitment. I will promote positive change. In offenders' behavior. With perseverance. And integrity. I will not be corrupted. I will not be manipulated. I will not be distracted. From the agency's mission. I will adhere. To the laws. Of the state of Texas. And the agency's code of ethics. I will embrace. Our core values. As I enforce. The rules. And regulations. Of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. So help me.
So help me.
You may be seated.
Once again, you said our oath. And I say it over and over again. I will not be manipulated. I will not be corrupted. You said in front of family and friends. You said in front of our staff, our brothers and sisters from the unit. We're going to hold you to it. Sarge.
T1, post. Class, on your feet. Class, post. Class, half left, hey! Spot the red position, who? Down, up,
One,
down, up,
two,
down, up,
three,
down, up,
4,
down, up,
5.
on your feet.
Remember, class, you have about 10, 15 minutes. You are now dismissed.
Thank you, sir.